I mean, to be fair, I don't blame Bart taunting Huntley for Huntley being a cuck to him.
Yeah, Huntley's a fucking idiot.
.76 Life Invader.
Well, the power plant's not on fire. Code 6 around and see if I see anything.
But had to go.
Look, I'm not going to sit here bitching about some of this shit I had to deal with, but I'm just going to give you some of the facts just so you know where I'm coming from.
All right.
And just in case you haven't been made aware.
Oh, one of these transformers.
You know Ming's safe, right?
Right.
Okay. I know you want to know where he is. But the issue we have is he was taken the day after he was saved, and his body was dumped in front of the hospital. So us telling anyone the location puts our own job on the line.
Okay.
Do y'all have a concern that someone may do something to him if he's in our custody? Genuinely.
I believe there is a concern.
The only individuals that are aware of the location are highly trusted. Would not be compromised by the faceless.
Highly trusted to whom? To you?
Correct.
That's reassuring.
I mean, you say that sarcastically. I mean,
Oh no, that's great.
yeah. There is the one exception, but I believe you trust that individual in the same level that we need to trust them.
Who might that be?
I think you know who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about, right?
I don't think I do.
The doctor?
Oh. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just, look. Yesterday, 2 days ago, we spotted, we found Mr. Blue having a meeting with Faceless Assets, as well as the archivist. That's likely going to be publicized in the next week's Chronicle.
And where'd you find them?
2 miles off the coast of Polito.
The boat?
Yeah. The meeting took place with Brandon Valentino, Frederick White, suspected to be Frederick White, Ray Romanoff, with certainty, Brandon, Ray, and
Fucking Brandon Valentino and Ray Romanoff.
yeah, one more, name's escaping me right now, as well as a series of bodyguards we had not seen previously. Now, I don't know what the intention here is, but I'm just going to be pretty forward here. I believe that Ming was taken not just as a fuck you to the besties for what you did to Charlie. The faceless don't work that way. What you see them do is usually not their intention. What they let us see is just a diversion. I'm going to give you an example. Do you know what happened at Life Invader with the Chronicle bot?
I heard some stuff about it, yeah, but I don't know the exact details.
Individuals stormed the Life Invader with Darkstone technology, and they took down the Chronicle bot and then released some fake news. Everyone is going to look at that, including law enforcement, and they will say, hey, this is meant to target the Chronicle bot, and then no one thinks any better. But the reality is they moved their entire system somewhere else that we don't know the location of. Give me a sec. Night.
Hi, Brian.
Call me later.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
I get what you're saying.
This is further. We have evidence that shows that to be the case. Oh my fucking god. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, good. Am I supposed to be paying for your guys' repairs?
No?
I had a repair shop call me saying that you told them to call me.
No. Oh, my Dawn, not
Oh,
you, Dawn.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank God.
Yeah.
I got very confused.
Yeah.
I saw all this stuff on Twitter. Is there literally anything that we could be doing against this? Like
Yes.
anything at all?
I will get in contact. I'm currently in the middle of something. But we've got 2 marshals on it right now.
Okay. I feel like I'm just sitting on my ass, and like I don't know what to do about it. So
I
I'd
don't
love
think
to-
there's anything immediately actionable, but I do gotta go. I'll give
Goodbye.
you a call later. Bye. Go for it.
Hello? Having a meeting? Bad stuff. Okay, well, I'll call you back soon. We can meet up. Okay, I'll call you back.
I'm gonna tell you what I'm theorizing, and if any of this comes true, hopefully you can use this to your benefit. I don't think Ming getting taken. I think Ming getting taken is a is to get back at y'all, but I also believe that it is to use him as leverage. But there's more to this. While we try to figure out what the hell is going on, I want you to know that I believe, and you can confirm by yourself and ask those questions as you need. We've been trying to take down the antennas that the Faceless have been using. We captured a member of the Faceless, one of their assault team members.
Antennas?
The antennas that are around the city.
Okay.
Do you know what those are?
Satellites?
Both. The antennas and satellites.
Okay.
The antennas gather the information, and the satellites send it to a location that we don't currently know. That location used to be Life Invader. It is now somewhere else. You know the Faceless app? It's that system that runs it. So finding that location and shutting it down is important. You take down that system, the Faceless app stops working. It's why the Life Invader situation happened in the first place. It wasn't just the Chronicle bot. So we capture this guy, this Faceless asset. Turns out to be ex-Darkstone. Goes by the name Leo. He gives us access to a chip he was able to infiltrate out of the Faceless. It shows their entire system that lets you go up and like recalibrate all these antennas around the city. Anytime one of those antennas goes down, their communication stops. Faceless assets no longer can see contracts. They can no longer see missions, etc., etc.
What do you think would happen if, let's say, hypothetically, it was some really bad weather and all of them went down at once.
Exactly.
You think that would cripple their, you know, the system for a while, or?
I think so. It will disrupt them. If the assets have the information, they can act on it. But if it disrupts it, it slows them down, right? And it buys time to find a better solution. Now, I'm not suggesting you do anything, but I'm not gonna. It's not gonna bother me.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I wouldn't do anything, dog. I'm just saying, like, you know how it be sometimes the weather gets real bad. Never know. You know what I mean?
There's a problem here, and I'm going to simply be upfront about it, because I know that there is going to be a desire by the Faceless to draw a wedge between us, you, and any other party that is against them, right? Look, you and your gang do a lot of crazy shit, but at the end of the day, we have a common enemy here. If we see you do crime, you got to go to jail for it. I'm not losing my position. That would cause more damage. I'm sure you're already aware of that. Hopefully that doesn't mean that PD blows your fucking helicopter up instead of running after Faceless assets, but that's not in my control. It's just the sheriff being a dumb fuck.
Hold on. Not faceless assets, the faceless. Let's rephrase that.
Both.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because when I got blown up, the faceless was there, not just some asset.
The Faceless was there. Yes. You're right. However, I'm going to tell you two situations that have really fucked me up and our ability to go after them. And, you know, you can believe this or you know, take it or leave it sort of thing. After we captured Leo and he gave us this information, we realized that he had truly infiltrated them. We then monitored that antenna in hopes of capturing Charlie. We stayed there for about an hour and a half. We then noticed Alan Keyes, Miguel O'Marion, and Future Hendricks there for maybe similar reasons. I don't know why they were there. We have their RO. We have photographs. We had Air One go over a couple times. And they were on one was on, like, you know, Michael's house, just north of the Epsilon building. Alan Keyes was up on a fucking, you know, like one of those, like, advertisement things. And all of a sudden, McNulty gets a phone call from Charlie stating he received a photograph of him on the antenna. Now, common sense would dictate what happened.
Of the cop?
Of McNulty.
Okay.
I don't know what kind of dumb fuck games are being played, but I think one of them...
You think one of them took a picture and sent it down?
Yeah. I don't know why. I did confront... when I called Alan, who was the first person we confirmed being there, he had, like, the most, like, I'm going to knock on your door and tell you about, you know, the Mormon Church of Latter-day Saints voice. Like, I know some shit happened, right? And maybe I'm wrong, but if it did, that kind of stuff is no bueno, right? The next morning, we saved Leo again. He was being chased by Faceless assets. And someone else from the besties decides to get in my car. And for whatever reason, and that whole debacle allows Leo to get picked up by the Faceless assets again and have a bullet put in him. And from...
Somebody got into your car and then did what?
I don't fucking know, man. They probably wanted to, like, listen in on what we're doing.
Who was it?
I don't know, but they got into Lucky's vehicle afterwards. Now, unfortunately, you know, I think there might be a fear of, like, oh man, what if... Oh shit. I'm gonna be Ocean King. I'm gonna be Ocean King here. I don't know if that's related, but I heard the sirens. Look, I'm not gonna fucking try to investigate 100% if they're them. It doesn't fucking matter. My point there is that, you know, that sort of fuckery is getting in the way of us being able to do what we need to do, right? And if there is any truth to it, I'd like for it to stop. And because this is exactly what the Faceless would want. Marshall's being focused on besties unnecessarily instead of, you know.
I'll tell you this much. Getting in the car part, you know, that much really did happen. Sending the picture to the Faces, I just don't. Listen, I don't know anything about this. This is the first time I heard about it when you told me. But I cannot imagine that to be the case.
Miguel told me about the camera before you did.
Which camera?
The one inside the Epsilon building.
But I'm talking about sending a picture to the Faces. I just don't see that happening.
Feel free to ask them, but just know that I have been given information from Miguel, and he made it very clear for me not to tell anybody. But I'm doing so now because that trust is broken, and you know, if that did occur, I'm just saying it needs to stop, right? It's taking away from the bigger picture here.
What I'm saying is, why would it even happen? Like, what would?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, that would require a honest conversation, right? Which is seemingly not going to happen. They were there for a reason. Maybe they thought we were getting in the way, but once again, if we don't know why they're there, I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? Why were they there in the first place? I don't even need to know the answer to that. But like I said, who else would have sent the photo? And they were up on the rooftops. It could have just been shitlording, 4Head. Like, it could be honestly just for the ha-ha hee-hees. Might have not been, like, not even serious. It could have been just, man, this would be funny.
Hey, well, I'll ask around.
Yeah. And like I said,
so you're aware, I'm not really, you know, I'm not really in the loop with all of these things no more.
Well,
but I'll try and find out.
I'm not pressed about it. I don't care about the why. It's just, you know, if it has been, it's not helping.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I already said this. I just don't see why it would happen. I don't really think that's the case.
I don't know either. Yeah. Look, at the end of the day, it could have been a faceless asset trying to stir, right?
I'll find out.
Okay.
See what I can find out.
All right. All right. Is there anything that you might need to know that might help you?
Like you told me enough for now.
Okay.
Unless something
Archivist
crazy
Faceless. They're planning something. I don't know what. The antennas,
The archive, motherfucker.
of which there are 6, currently run their infrastructure. That meeting 2 miles off the coast.
Do you know where all 6 are?
Sorry?
Do you know where all of them are?
No. The only ones I can think that we know for certain is the one on Rockford and the one on the Epsilon building. Nothing's inside though. I've already gone UC clear the entire spot. Charlie did operate out of there at one point, but I believe they're correct. I believe that their operation, think of it as like their computer system, right? I think it started in the it started at the Echelon, was then moved to the Epsilon and got upgraded, then moved to Life Invader and upgraded. Now it's somewhere we cannot easily get to, and that's what all these antennas and satellites relay information to. So Um,
Tell you what, Brian. I feel like one of these days the weather's gonna be really bad.
yeah, maybe electricity strikes. Oh, Rebel radio station. Look, I know snitching ain't your thing, but as CSM getting their hands on an actual, not dead, faceless asset would be fucking huge. There are things that obviously you can do that we can't. I can't just go bombing buildings. I can't go around torturing folks. But arresting one of them means I can go through their phones and see what their network looks like. And you never know what's on there.
We'll see what happens. Maybe you gotta understand. The chances do come. You guys just have to take them.
Well, I mean, if I ran into a faceless asset in cuffs, I'm not going to just ignore that.
Or if there was a building where one of them has been unmasked and the whole police force surrounded it.
Listen,
with the rest.
I'm sorry I took a damn day off.
I get it. I get it, dog.
I took one fucking day off.
What I'm saying is that the chances do present themselves. You just have to take them, Brian.
Yeah. No, I understand. Look, between us, and you're not going to like this, I have a feeling that may not have been Charlie. And I say this only because it has been inferred to me that it wasn't. And that it was meant to look like it was him. And I could be wrong here. We're talking like 10% chance. What makes you certain it was Charlie? You know, I don't.
Let's just say place he got kidnapped from.
Okay. Did he speak to you anytime during the transport?
He did.
Okay. Was any of it like... I'm going to give you an example of also why I'm leaning on this. When... do you know when you probably heard I got stabbed, right?
Yeah.
They had swapped with Brandon Valentino, the fucking guy from the Lifer. And he was using recorded lines on a recorder that was on his person.
No, he was.
And then when Charlie came, quote unquote, there was a moment in time where actual Charlie, who was responding to me fully, walked away. And then quote unquote Charlie came and started saying some very recorded line shit. And then he took off the mask and it was Brandon. Was that at all possible when you did the thing?
No. Let's just say, person got kidnapped, cuffed. Don't really have the chance to do anything like that.
Okay. That's good then. That removes a lot of my doubts. Finally, I'll give you something else. I don't think that they're using the liquid library anymore. And the Echelon building has had no activity.
Echelon, nothing?
I've not seen anything there all week. And McNulty pretty much sleeps at that location.
If you could find out what they're using.
Yeah.
That'd be good information.
Yeah. So. All right. Well, hopefully this stuff has been helpful. But,
So, the liquid library's been dead and so is the Echelon. What are you saying?
The shitty thing is, up until that day, we had, I had caught them having meetings 3 times over. In fact, one of those times I followed Ray Romanoff going into Marlowe's vehicle, and all the faceless assets had their vehicles parked inside. I had someone monitoring that location with video cameras, etc., and we could not find any sign of them. I then came to learn that there's a room people have gone into, and then the room will end up empty. I've also been told that there's like a stairway into hell. There's a stairway to heaven and then a stairway into hell. But
Perhaps.
I've also been told that there is that particular day when he held up Charlie, there was like, first off, not every cop attached. I don't know what to tell you about that. A lot of PD don't care about the faceless. I mean, I'm just going to say it like how it is. But apparently they left from the back, more than likely, and there is a door with a keypad, but I can't seemingly do anything with it. So, but all said and done, there was a lot of, like, let's just call it, we call them heat maps, right? You see certain people showing up in a location, that property becomes sus. There has been no heat map all week. So, might be worth seeing where these assets go. You follow the assets. You follow that damn rainbow. Might be a pot of gold at the other end.
Come to my barbecue tomorrow.
All right.
All right.
Well, I'll see you around, my dog.
Yeah. Anytime. We'll see what 4Head does with this. I gave him information that we're planning to give the paper anyways, a little bit in advance. And if he comes back with something or we get burned by the besties again, that will be the sort of the final line. Oh my God. Radio check. All right.